Hello, hello. My name is Ismail, founder of Fermenter Solutions, which is a company that grows and develops medical spas. Now, I've been roaming around Aesthetics Clinic Avenue, and people are coming up to me and they're asking me, Ismail, I can't seem to make a lot of money with my med spa. My business is not very profitable. I can't seem to get past 10, 20, 30K per month. I mean, I'm getting new clients, 20, 30 new clients per month, but I'm just barely making money. Do I need to get more clients? How many more clients? How many more clients do I need to get? The truth is, guys, you don't need to get more clients. If you're already getting, consistent amount of new clients per month, your problem isn't that you're getting more that you need to get more clients. The problem is you need to get these clients to spend more money with you and stay with you longer. And this is very important, right? Especially because of the nature of the business model that you're in. A lot of people, when they come into your place for the first time, are not going to spend thousands of dollars with you right up front. And so you need to retain these clients for a longer period of time and get them to spend more money with you over the course of their life, right? Which is why I'm making this video today, which is specifically about client retention and lifetime value. Let's get into it. So, what is retention and lifetime value, right? Retention is how long do you retain a client into your business? How long does someone stay with you, right? Now, this increases the duration of their stay and also the frequency, okay? And what is lifetime value? Lifetime value is how much does a client spend with you over the course that you retain them, right? So let me give you a quick example. Let's say you have one client and on average they spend $200 per visit. $200. Okay, and let's say that their frequency that they visit your place is 2 times per year. And let's say you retain them for 1 year, right? The lifetime value for this client is $400, right? On average. Now, let's say instead of 1 year, you're able to do 2 years, right? Let's say you're able to retain them for 2 years. Now that lifetime value becomes $800 for that one client. Now let's say instead of 2 times per year, you're able to get them back 4 times per year, which is not too crazy, right? Now the lifetime value becomes $1,600, right? And let's say instead of 200, they're spending just a little bit more, $250 per visit on average. Right? Now, the lifetime value becomes $2,000. So you can see that just tweaking these, the retention length, the frequency, and the amount of money someone spends with you per visit, just tweaking these by a little bit can significantly increase the lifetime value of your client, right? Over here, 5 of these clients is worth just one client for this business, right? And let's say now you have 5 clients. Now all of a sudden the lifetime value of these clients over 2 years is $10,000, right? So it's very important for you to fix this part of your business and get it dialed in because it makes a significant impact, especially over a long period of time. Retention and lifetime value compounds, especially for a medical spa, because people are not going to be spending $2,000 upfront all the time. Matter of fact, majority of your clients are more comfortable spending lower amounts. So it's important to get them to come back multiple times, and keep them coming back for as long as you can. The goal of your business as a medical spa owner or aesthetics clinic owner is to increase retention and lifetime value. Okay? So why is that important? I mean, just based on the example that we went through, it increases your revenue, right? Just making those little tweaks can increase your annual revenue by 30 to 50%, right? Also, it's a more of a steady income for you. As you know, as a med spa, if you run a med spa, you have high seasons and low seasons, right? There's seasons where you get really busy, and then there's seasons where there's not many new people coming in. And then it gets busy again and then low, right? And so these fluctuations in your revenue can actually affect your business. And by retaining clients and having more consistent people coming in more consistently, having regular client base makes the ups and downs of the seasons affect your business less, right? So when things are good, things are really good. But when it's the low season and things aren't that busy, you aren't really affected by it because you always have people coming back in. So your business looks more like this, which is a lot more healthy. Okay? The next thing is lower marketing costs. Instead of being in the rat race of continuously every month having to get more and more clients just to survive, you can ease up a little bit, right? Because as you retain clients and you increase the frequency of visits, you don't rely on new customers all the time. And the great thing about retaining clients and having them, more frequent visitors is they become loyal to your business. And as they become more loyal, you get more referrals, right? This is costing you $0. Usually it costs you money to get people to come through your doors if you're running marketing and advertisements. Referrals are free. People are coming in just based on word of mouth, right? Matter of fact, by retaining clients for longer, you can see an increase of referrals by 20 to 40%. That's why there's some medical spas that really don't need any advertisements because they have their retention, and their lifetime value dialed in to where they're continuously getting referrals, right? Yeah, like I mentioned, you don't have to seek out new customers, and the cost for marketing reduces by 25 up to 25%, right? And the most important thing is the compounding effect, right? As people come in more and they see you more frequently, you have more opportunities to upsell them into packages, cross-sell them into other treatments, sell more retail products, offer more add-ons when you're doing a treatment, right? The more people come in, the more opportunity there is for them to spend money, right? And this ultimately increases your lifetime value, right? Which I showed you is so important. Now, what are the retention rates for medical spas? Now, the average, right? The average is 30 to 40%. That means for every 10 people that come in, 3 to 4 will come for a second appointment, right? And this is not bad. The top performers, however, can get up to 80 to 90% retention, right? And the low performers get anywhere between 10 to 20% retention. Now, if you've seen this, the average thing that I'm drawing right now, if you've seen it in my other video, then you know that the average is not a good representation of the entire market, because the truth is the top performers make up 15% of the market, right? That means only 15% of the market is getting 80 to 90% conversions. And then on the low end, 85% are getting 10 to 20% conversions, right? So many of you, or majority of med spas, are barely even getting 10 to 20% conversions, right? I mean, 30 to 40% conversions. Most of you guys are getting 10 to 20% conversions. And it's greatly skewed because the top performers are getting these insane conversions. So they push the average over here, 30 to 40. Most of you guys are here though. And that's what I'm trying to portray with this little beautiful drawing that I've made. Okay? So important things to consider for retention. One is frequency. Are they coming, once a year, twice a year, 3 times a year, 4 times a year? Your goal is to increase frequency as much as you can, okay? The second thing is duration of retention, right? Are they staying with you for a year? Is it 2 years? Is it 4 years? Again, you want to increase the duration of your retention, okay? Now, there's different ways to track retention. The first thing is the initial retention. How many people come back for a second appointment? That's initial retention. And then we can track ongoing retention. So how many people come for a third visit and beyond? What does the retention look like after 6 months? What does the retention look like after a year? Now you'll probably realize that as you continue to go down, the retention will start to decrease. The people that come for a second appointment, there'll be less that come for a third appointment, and there'll be less that stay with you for 6 months, and there'll be less that stay with you for a year, right? By identifying these numbers, you'll be able to see where most of your clients are starting to fall off, right? And then depending on where they fall off, you can implement more strategies over here because you know that, okay, maybe after the third visit, we're significantly seeing a reduction of people coming back. So maybe we can add a special strategy over here to get people to stay for longer, right? What I want you to understand is everything you do for your medical spa is very calculated, right? And you need to track these things so you can make the right decision on what to do moving forward. Okay? Now, I mentioned this before. The most important thing is that retention compounds. This is a very important concept for you to understand. And so I've come up with this example on ChatGPT just to get the point across. Okay, and what I wrote here is like, let's say we have two med spas, one with low retention, one with high retention. Both get 30 new clients per month. Break down the numbers. I want to see what the difference is. Make everything else the same, right? So this is the assumptions. You get 30 new clients per month. The average spend is $200. Upsell and cross-sell conversions, both are the same, 20%, right? And the average $100 extra per upsell. The low retention is 30% retention. High retention is 70% retention. After third visits and beyond, the low one is 10%. The high one is 50%, right? And we're going to calculate this for a year. We're going to see the difference between a year. So it does all the math. And then we see that the low retaining med spas annual revenue is $118,000. And the high retaining med spas is $210,000. That means both are doing the exact same numbers, conversions, everything else, except one is retaining their clients better. And you can see it's almost double revenue, right? Almost $100,000 more the high retaining med spa make. And they're both getting 30 clients per month. This is what I'm trying to portray, is that the retention and lifetime value of your clients is crucial for the success of your med spa. Now I wanted to see how different would these numbers look over 5 years. Okay, over 5 years. Let's see. I did all the math. It said over 5 years, the low retaining med spa made $568,000, and the high retaining med spa did $1.7 million. The difference is $1.2 million over 5 years. That's insane. Over five, like I was saying, retention and lifetime value compound, especially the more time you give it. And this is a clear example, right? Over 5 years, the difference between the revenue is $1.2 million. This one didn't even touch $1 million. This one is almost at $2 million, right? This is why it's important to get your retention and strategies and your lifetime value strategies dialed in so that you can make a lot of money. It's not about being in the rat race of continuously running Facebook ads and getting clients and clients and clients forever. Okay? At some point, you need to make your clients worth a lot of money. You need them to be worth a lot of money for your business. Okay, so here's some strategies to retain your clients, right? The first thing, first impressions is the most important thing. The first appointment needs to be amazing, right? When someone comes in, then it needs to feel personalized. Customer service needs to be on point, right? You can't do a shoddy job here. You need to go above and beyond. That first impression makes or breaks the way you retain your clients, if they come up for the second one or not. After the first appointment's done, you need to follow up with them. Show them that they're important. It's extremely important that you get someone to come back, right? There's a study and it's like someone needs to visit your place, I think it's like 2 or 3 or 4 times for them to become a loyal customer to you. So you need to go above and beyond in the beginning with the follow-ups, getting them to come back, offering them more discounts to get them to come back 3 or 4 times, so then they can become loyal customers for you and you retain them for a couple of years. You build that relationship with them. Now they want to start their skincare journey with you. A lot of times someone comes in once and that's it. You're not incentivizing them to come again, right? Solving skincare issues is not a it's not a paramount problem to solve in someone's life, right? It needs to feel like, oh, I really like coming here. This feels like a luxury service to me. This is self care. I like these people. This is a really, man, I like Mary, the way she talks to me when I come into her place. That's the vibe you need to create. Okay, so following up is extremely important. You need to put in the work to get people to come back. Okay, follow ups, discounts, etc. After some time, you can offer memberships, right? You can have different membership options. Maybe you have different tiers in your membership, the high tier, low tier, or mid tier, and then the low tier, right? Depending on your membership, maybe you have a whole bunch of services, and every month a different service goes on discount if you're a membership owner, right? Every month you get a different discount, or maybe you get to try a different type of service, right? Or maybe you have a special facial membership where you get, a free facial every month plus a discount, right? Maybe your membership is a Botox, maybe you get 10 units for free every couple months, something like that. Whatever it is, be creative here, come up with different membership options, but it's essential to have memberships. Easy way to get recurring revenue. Every month someone can be spending $100 with you. Sometimes they might not even show up, but they're still paying for the membership per month. You're collecting money into your business, right? Another thing, loyalty programs, right? People need to be incentivized to stay with your business, spend money with your business. Maybe if they spend, $1,000, they get, a free, I don't know, a free package or something. Or maybe they get a whole bunch of Botox units. Or maybe if they spend a couple $100, they get a free facial. Or after 3 visits, they get $50 off their next purchase. Have some loyalty programs. Be unique with it. Be creative with it. It's your business at the end of the day, so you can do whatever you want. You can structure it however you want. I'm just giving you the strategies and things for you to think about. Next, different treatment options. The more treatments you offer in your medical spa, the better it is, right? Maybe you're more acne focused, so you have, a bunch of services around acne, and that's great. Once you get really good at that, it's time to add new services to your business. So maybe now you do more things related to skin rejuvenation and anti-aging. And then you have another one for hyperpigmentation. And then you have another one for body contouring, right? For body aesthetics. The more treatment options you have, the more someone wants to try different things, right? You have a greater variety of things for people to try. If I come into your place and I solve my acne issues, what else is there for me to do? Why am I going to stay with you? You solved my problem. I don't need to come to you anymore. Maybe I'll come once a year for a facial, but if you can now help me with, maybe you have wrinkles or fine lines, then I can hop into those type of treatments. Maybe now I see that, okay, I want to increase my body aesthetic. So now I do the body contouring treatments. The more treatments that you offer, the longer someone will stay with you because now you're solving all of their problems. Okay? Another great thing, reactivation campaigns. The longer you run your med spa, the bigger your database will be of people that have been to your place. Some people will just come once and that's it. Some people will come a couple of times and they'll fall off. Whatever the case is, eventually you build a huge database. Reactivate those sometimes, right? Get people to come back again, right? Especially if they had a good first time, they'll come back a second time. And then you can revisit some treatment plans that you can do for them. You can do another consultation for them, right? The idea here is to get people to come back again. Reactivate your database, okay? Another cool strategy is seasonal promotions and sales events. This is a great way to get people excited, right? Great way to get people more involved with your business, right? Especially if you're running these, once, twice, 3 times a year on special occasions. Like maybe it's a Halloween, maybe it's a Mother's Day, maybe it's, whatever is trending. Maybe it's, I don't know if you guys watched that movie Barbie, but it was super trending. Maybe you had a whole event around the Barbie theme, right? Essentially, you want to create these events where people are more involved with your business, right? There's an incentive to show up because it's a fun event, right? These things are very important. Another, perhaps the most important thing on this list is building a relationship. Building relationships with your clients is what's going to cause them to come back and visit you more frequently, right? They're going to feel like, hey, this person is my friend. A good tip is that every single time someone comes into your place, no matter how many times they come in, have a file about them and just make one note, at least one note every single time they visit. Maybe you had a conversation with your client and they talked about their pet dog or they talked about their mother's birthday. The next time you come in, next time they come in, review these notes and then mention it. Be like, hey, how was your dog? Or how was your mom's birthday? Building these relationships is key for retaining clients, right? To make them more comfortable with you, get them to come back. Another important thing for retaining clients is feedback. You don't know what you're doing wrong unless someone is live giving you feedback. Take the feedback and make improvements to make the experience for your customers better. Right? If they see you that you're actually genuinely trying to get better and you're genuinely, improving on, things that they give feedback on, man, that's a green flag. I would love to come back there, and so would your clients. And last but not least, another good strategy is to have a holistic approach, right? So when you're solving someone's skincare issue, it's not just, you do, a facial laser or, a dermaplaning facial or something like that, or, microneedling or whatever. You want to incorporate the whole thing, right? Which is, retail products for the skincare. You want to incorporate the whole thing from start to finish. You genuinely want to solve these people's skincare issues. So how can we do that? Retail products, doing the treatments, teaching them about post-care, right? Best practices, helping them to change their lifestyle. Maybe you give them diet tips, right? Maybe you tell them, hey, you need to change your pillowcase, right? Maybe you need a satin pillowcase rather than a cotton one. Maybe you need to use a different facial towel, right? You being the hub, you being the place for them to come back to solve any and all of their skincare problems becomes very attractive for someone, right? Maybe you could also even offer these things on the side, the satin pillowcase, the facial towel, whatever other things that you may offer to help someone reach their skincare goals, right? Now, I just gave you guys a whole bunch of sauce, right? A whole bunch of strategies to retain clients and increase lifetime value, right? Imagine someone's coming here and buying a facial towel for $30. That's $30 more per client. So I gave you the strategies. I told you why it's important. And I hope you can see that lifetime value and retention is one of the most important things for your business. Okay? You really need to start considering this when it comes to building out your med spa. Okay? If you want to get to that next level, if you're trying to make a lot of money, consistent, be more profitable, retention and lifetime value is crucial. Okay? If you want to see how we're using our retention strategies for our clients, click the link in my description. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, okay?